Ever feel like your body's a bit off schedule? Like your internal logistics have broken down and everything's stuck in a major traffic jam? Sound familiar? Today, we're going to talk about a delicate, yet extremely important topic: constipation. But don't worry. We'll steer clear of complicated medical jargon and scary stories. I'll show you 5 simple, yet incredibly effective foods that can gently, but surely, get your gut back on track. And I promise you'll be surprised at how simple and delicious the solution can be. So, what is constipation, really? It's not just discomfort. It's your body's way of telling you that something isn't quite right. There can be many causes, from stress and lack of movement to poor diet. Ignoring this signal is like ignoring the check engine light in your car. Sooner or later it will lead to more serious issues. Our goal today isn't just to eliminate the symptom, but to understand how to help your body work like clockwork using the power of nature. Let's begin by addressing a very common mistake, one that almost everyone falls prey to. When discomfort strikes, our first thought is to find a quick fix, and our hand instinctively reaches for the medicine cabinet or the nearest pharmacy, searching for that magic pill. I'm referring, of course, to powerful laxatives. They promise an instant solution and, admittedly, often deliver. But at what cost? Picture this scenario. Your gut isn't just a simple pipe. It's a complex and intelligent mechanism with its own muscles. These medications act like a strict taskmaster, wielding a whip. They force your intestinal muscles to contract unnaturally hard and frequently. It's akin to forcing your heart to beat twice as fast for no reason at all. While you might get the desired effect, it places tremendous stress on your body. The most significant risk of this approach is developing a dependency. When your gut is constantly prodded from the outside, it starts to get lazy. Its own muscles weaken, and it essentially forgets how to work on its own. As a result, you fall into a vicious cycle. Without the pill, nothing happens, and you find yourself needing increasingly larger doses over time. This isn't solving the problem, it's making it worse. We, however, are going to take a different, wiser, and more mindful approach. The real solution actually lies elsewhere. We don't need to force our intestines to work against their will. Our goal is to create the ideal, comfortable conditions where they naturally want to function correctly and without issues. And this is where 2 crucial conductors of our internal orchestra step onto the scene. These are fiber and water. Remember this dynamic duo because they always work together, like inseparable partners. So, what exactly is fiber, in simple terms? Imagine it as your gut's personal internal trainer. It does get fully digested, but it creates the necessary bulk. This bulk gently presses against the intestinal walls, almost like a gentle reminder. Hey, time to get to work. It's like an invisible brush, sweeping up any waste and helping everything move smoothly towards the exit. But this trainer comes with one crucial condition. It only works effectively when paired with water. Without enough liquid, fiber can turn from a helpful ally into a hindrance, creating an even bigger blockage. Water softens your stool and helps this entire mass glide easily through your intestines. They are perfect partners, truly unable to function without each other. And now, let's look at which foods best feature this dynamic duo. And now, for our first hero, a true champion in this field. We're talking about prunes. Yes, that's right. the very fruit you probably remember from childhood. This isn't just some old wives' tale. It's a scientifically proven and incredibly effective remedy. Many know it helps, but few truly understand how it works its magic. And the secret to its powerful dual action is surprisingly simple. First off, prunes are packed with that same fiber we just talked about. This fiber creates the necessary bulk and stimulates healthy bowel function. But that's only half the story. The real key to prunes' effectiveness is a substance called sorbitol. This is a natural sugar alcohol with an amazing property. It acts like a magnet for water. When sorbitol reaches your intestines, it actively draws fluid into the colon. As a result, stool becomes softer, bulkier, and much easier to pass through the digestive tract. This is a gentle, natural, and very delicate process. No harshness, no strain, just nature's way of helping things move along smoothly. So, what's the best way to incorporate this superfood into your diet to maximize its benefits and avoid any unwanted surprises? The biggest mistake people make is eating too much at once, perhaps a whole handful, thinking that more is always better. This approach can actually backfire, leading to bloating and discomfort, as your digestive system simply won't be prepared for such a large amount of fiber and sorbitol. The key to success here is moderation and consistency. Start with a small portion, perhaps 4 to 5 pieces a day. This is enough to gently introduce them into your diet and avoid overwhelming your system. How can you enjoy them? There are plenty of options. You can eat them as a healthy snack throughout the day, a great alternative to candy or cookies. Another excellent method is to add finely chopped prunes to your morning oatmeal or cottage cheese. This will not only make your breakfast tastier, but also significantly healthier. And here's a useful hack. Soak a few prunes in warm water overnight. In the morning you'll have wonderfully softened prunes and a beneficial infusion, which you can also drink. The main thing here is consistency, not quantity. Now let's talk about some tiny, yet incredibly powerful helpers. Meet flax and chia seeds. Don't let their modest size fool you. These little powerhouses are true superheroes for digestive health, and their strength lies in their unique composition. Their key feature is their high content of what's known as soluble fiber. What does this mean? When they come into contact with any liquid, be it water, juice, or even a drink like kefir, these seeds begin to work their magic. They absorb moisture, expanding several times in size, and transform into a smooth, gel-like mass. Imagine a super soft, gentle sponge. That's exactly how this gel works inside your digestive system. It gently coats the intestinal walls, soothing any irritation and, most importantly, helping food move smoothly and effortlessly through your system. This gel-like substance subtly cleanses everything in its path, effectively gathering toxins and helping your body naturally eliminate waste. It's not about brute force. It's a delicate, yet incredibly smart process. But here's a crucial point. To truly unlock the superpower of these seeds, you need to prepare them correctly. Simply sprinkling them on your salad or sandwich, while tasty, won't do much for constipation. When dry, they'll mostly pass right through your digestive system, never quite forming that beneficial gel. To truly activate their magic, you need to soak them. Here's the simplest way to do it. Just take 1 tablespoon of flax or chia seeds and mix them into a glass of water, kefir, or plain yogurt. Give it a good stir, and then let it sit for at least a couple of hours. Even better, Leave it in the fridge overnight. By morning, you'll have a delicious, healthy pudding, all ready for you. You can enjoy this mixture as a standalone breakfast or snack, or blend it into a smoothie, stir it into your oatmeal, or mix it with cottage cheese. It's only in this properly prepared form that flax and chia seeds will fully release their benefits, acting like a gentle scrub for your gut, promoting lightness and comfort. But let's dive a little deeper. Our gut isn't just an organ. It's a bustling planet, teeming with billions of microscopic inhabitants we call our microbiome. These bacteria aren't freeloaders. They're our indispensable allies. They help break down food we can't digest on our own, produce essential vitamins, and crucially, they keep things in order by preventing harmful microbes from taking over. But stress, a poor diet, or even taking antibiotics can upset this delicate balance. When good bacteria dwindle, your gut can descend into chaos. This imbalance is often a root cause of issues like constipation and bloating. Our army of helpers simply doesn't have the numbers to get the job done effectively. And that's where our next heroes come into play. Kefir and natural, unsweetened yogurt. These aren't just fermented dairy products. They're a powerful reinforcement for your gut. They're rich sources of probiotics, those friendly bacteria we just talked about. By consuming them, you're essentially sending in reinforcements to your internal planet, helping to restore the balance of power. When the good guys are back in force, digestion improves, and everything starts to run like clockwork. But how do you choose the right kefir or yogurt? One that truly benefits you and doesn't end up doing more harm than good. Modern supermarket shelves are overflowing with options, but not all yogurts are created equal. Many of them, especially those with fruit flavorings, are packed with an enormous amount of sugar, starch, artificial flavors, and preservatives. Sugar feeds harmful bacteria, meaning such products can actually worsen any existing gut imbalance. Therefore, when picking out kefir or yogurt, always check the ingredients list. Remember this simple rule: the shorter the ingredient list, the better. Ideally, it should contain only 2 ingredients: milk and live active cultures, and that's it. No additives whatsoever. A glass of such a proper kefir or plain natural yogurt before bed or as a snack is an excellent way to support your gut microbiome. And if you want to add some flavor, do it yourself. Add fresh berries, pieces of fruit, or even a spoonful of soaked chia seeds. This way, you'll get maximum benefit and know exactly what you're eating. Moving on, let's talk about the perfect breakfast, and that, of course, is oatmeal. But there's a crucial distinction here. We're not talking about those instant oatmeal packets you just add hot water to. Those are highly processed, stripped of most beneficial fibers, and often loaded with sugar. What we need is real, whole-grain oatmeal, the kind you actually cook for a few minutes. So, what's its superpower? Oatmeal contains a special, unique type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. This compound is like a multi-purpose tool for our health. When it enters your digestive system, much like chia seeds, it forms a viscous gel that performs several important functions. First, it lubricates the intestinal walls, helping food move through more easily. Second, it acts as an excellent food source for our beneficial gut bacteria, essentially working as a prebiotic. And third, this gel helps bind and remove excess cholesterol from the body and slows down sugar absorption, which helps maintain stable blood sugar levels. Essentially, with just one bowl of oatmeal, you're not only supporting your digestion, but also your heart and cardiovascular health. Here's a simple, yet incredibly effective way to turn your everyday morning oatmeal into a true gut-healing elixir. When preparing your oats, simply add 2 key ingredients. First, a tablespoon of pre-soaked flax or chia seeds. Second, a few finely chopped prunes. So what's the magic behind this combination? This isn't just breakfast. It's a powerful triple-action boost for your gut. The oats, with their beta-glucans, create a nourishing base and feed your beneficial gut bacteria. Flax seeds add their unique gel-forming fiber, which promotes smooth digestion and gentle cleansing. And prunes, with their sorbitol, draw water into the colon, naturally softening stool. All 3 ingredients perfectly complement and enhance each other's benefits. And the best part, it's not just incredibly beneficial, but genuinely delicious too. This breakfast will keep you feeling full for hours, provide a steady energy boost, and get your digestive system working optimally right from the start of your day. It's truly the ideal way to kickstart a healthy day. And finally, we've arrived at a product that's incredibly simple, widely available, and familiar to everyone since childhood. You'll find it in nearly every home. It requires no special preparation and is always ready to help out. We're talking about the good old apple, or its close cousin, the pear. Don't underestimate these common fruits, because their very simplicity conceals enormous health benefits. The secret to the digestive power of apples and pears lies primarily in 2 key areas: their skin and the fruit pulp directly underneath. This is where you'll find pectin. Pectin is another type of soluble fiber, and it works in multiple ways. First off, just like other forms of fiber, pectin adds bulk to your stool, making it softer and easier to pass. Secondly, pectin acts as a favorite food source for our beneficial gut bacteria. As they feast on it, these bacteria multiply rapidly and produce short-chain fatty acids. These substances, in turn, nourish the cells lining your gut, support the health of its mucous membrane, and help normalize peristalsis. So, by simply eating an apple, you're not just cleansing, but also feeding your gut with exactly what it needs. This is why it's so important to avoid peeling apples and pears before eating them. When you slice off the skin, you're discarding the most valuable parts, the majority of their fiber and pectin. Of course, if a fruit is coated in wax, you should thoroughly wash it with warm water and a brush. But it's always best to keep the skin on. Making an apple a part of your daily diet is incredibly simple. Enjoy one as a mid-morning snack or an afternoon pick-me-up. It's an excellent way to satisfy hunger between meals. You can also grate an apple into your morning cottage cheese or oatmeal, boosting them with an extra dose of fiber and vitamins. Baked apples, however, are a story unto themselves. The heat treatment actually increases their pectin content, transforming the apple into a wonderful, healthy, and light dessert. Remember this simple rule: an apple a day can truly work wonders for your digestion. It's an easy, delicious, and incredibly effective way to support your gut health daily, with minimal effort. But there's one critically important detail, a recurring theme, that ties together everything we've talked about today. It connects all 5 products we've mentioned. Without this element, even the most beneficial products won't deliver the results you're looking for. In some cases, they might even make things worse. And that element is water. Let's take a moment to visualize how fiber functions. Its job is to absorb liquid, swell up, and add bulk to waste. But if there isn't enough fluid in your body, where will it get that liquid from? Fiber will then start drawing the last remaining water from the walls of your intestines, making their contents even drier, harder, and more compact. Imagine trying to push a dry sponge through a narrow pipe. It would be incredibly difficult, and you'd likely cause an even bigger blockage. Now imagine that same sponge, thoroughly soaked with water. What a difference! It becomes soft, slippery, and slides easily through the pipe. Water is essentially the lubricant for our entire digestive system. It's essential for fiber to work properly. So how much water do you really need to drink? The standard recommendation, one that almost everyone has heard, is typically between 1.5 to 2 liters a day. And for most people, that's a really good benchmark. However, it's crucial to understand what exactly you're drinking. We're talking, first and foremost, about plain, still water, tea, coffee, sugary juices, and fizzy drinks. These don't quite fit the bill. Coffee and certain types of tea are diuretics, which means they can actually lead to fluid loss rather than hydration. Sweetened beverages, on the other hand, just add unnecessary sugar that can feed unhealthy gut bacteria. Therefore, plain water should be the cornerstone of your daily hydration routine. There's no need to try and consume your entire daily intake all at once. Instead, distribute it evenly throughout the day. Start your morning with a glass of warm water. It's a great way to gently wake up your digestive system. Keep a water bottle on your desk as a reminder to take a few sips every hour. And most importantly, listen to your body. The feeling of thirst is actually a sign that you're already mildly dehydrated. Try to drink consistently before thirst sets in. Remember, your gut will absolutely thank you for every glass of water you drink. Let's take a moment to debunk another common myth related to diet and constipation. Many people, when faced with this issue, start to panic about fats and try to eliminate them almost entirely from their diet. It seems logical to think that rich or greasy foods are heavy and should therefore be avoided. But this is a big mistake. Of course, deep-fried pastries or French fries won't do you any good. But we're not talking about those. We're talking about healthy, unsaturated fats. They play just as crucial a role in maintaining regular bowel movements as fiber and water. Beneficial fats are another type of natural lubricant for our intestines. They help to soften stool and ease its passage, preventing damage to the delicate intestinal lining. So, where can you find these essential fats? They're abundant in avocados, nuts, especially almonds and walnuts, seeds and fatty fish like salmon or mackerel, and of course in unrefined vegetable oils such as olive, flaxseed, and hemp oil. Add a drizzle of olive oil to your salad, or enjoy a small handful of nuts as a snack, and your gut will thank you. And now for our final, yet incredibly important, piece of advice. While not directly food-related, it has a profound impact on how our gut functions. Our sedentary lifestyle, is one of the biggest enemies of healthy digestion. When we spend hours glued to our computers or lounging on the couch, all our bodily processes slow down, and that includes your gut. Physical activity, even the most moderate kind, acts like a start button for your digestion. When you move, you boost blood circulation to your internal organs, including your intestines. What's more, movement helps stimulate peristalsis. These are the natural, wave-like muscle contractions along your intestinal walls that push food through your entire digestive tract. You don't need to become an Olympic athlete. Even a simple 20-minute brisk walk, especially after a meal, can make a huge difference. Try taking the stairs instead of the elevator, or incorporate short stretching breaks into your workday. Any activity is better than no activity at all. Movement and healthy eating are the two crucial wings upon which your gut health truly soars. And now we come to the most important part. Perhaps you were expecting to hear about some exotic superfood or a secret supplement, but here's the real twist in this story. It's not about one specific product. The secret lies in their combination and the right approach. You're not just treating a symptom. You're rebuilding your entire system, creating a friendly and comfortable environment for it. Think of it not as an emergency fix, but as routine, preventative maintenance for your body. And the most amazing part, this maintenance is delicious, simple, and accessible to everyone. So let's recap. Prunes, flax or chia seeds, kefir, oatmeal, and apples aren't just food. They are your reliable allies in achieving optimal gut health. Combine them with plenty of water and some regular movement, and you'll forget all about discomfort. You're not just solving a problem. You're investing in your health and well-being for years to come. Thanks for sticking with me until the end of this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future episodes. Now, a question for you. What foods do you find most helpful for maintaining your gut health? Share your tips and recipes in the comments below, and let's help each other out.